let's talk about what sold.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body tremors for your neck.
Hey everyone, my name is Becky Park. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. Right now, I am in my guest bedroom, as you can see by the lovely bed and duvet cover and all that kind of stuff. The lighting is good in here. It's finally starting to feel like spring, and I'm looking out the window, and it's not like as gray and depressing as it has been. So that's why I'm in here right now. But we are going to go ahead and talk about what sold this past week, and we will be talking specifically about Monday, March 2nd to Sunday, March 8th. So if that sounds interesting to you and you are new to this channel, first of all, thanks for stopping by, and I hope that you consider hitting that subscribe button because I do one of these what sold videos every week, as well as tip videos and haul videos and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm actually nearing my 10,000 subscriber mark. So if you guys don't mind helping me out in getting there, you can screenshot this beautiful face and share it to your Instagram or wherever else you like to talk to people about reselling and let them know about my channel. I would be so appreciative. Anything that we can do to get the word out and help me get to 10,000 subscribers. My husband said he's gonna get me an ice cream cake when we get there, so I'm super excited about that. But let's go ahead and talk about what sold. It was like a decent week. And I think Poshmark heard that I was talking smack about it and that like eBay was kicking its butt last week. And so Poshmark definitely pulled through this week. And I had some, decent sales over there. And I have a few viewer sales as well. And that's always fun. So let's get into it. On Monday, March 2nd, the first thing that sold was this new with tags, vegan leather, color blocked crossbody bag. This is actually one of my wholesale boutique items that I get from a friend who sells wholesale. And someone sent me an offer on this for $25, so I ended up making $20. It's really funny because I feel like I actually got all of these wholesale pieces. So it was like, that purse, it was a backpack that I believe I sold one of as well later on in the week. And then these like scarf wrap things. I bought all of those, I want to say in like September or October, and I went a couple months without selling any of them. And I was like, oh gosh, like these were not a good pickup. But I feel like very recently these bags have been selling through. So I'm really thankful for that because I was starting to worry. The next item to sell on Monday the 2nd went to a viewer named Wendy. So Wendy, thank you so much. And she already sent me a love note saying that she, enjoyed these shoes. But it was in my 4 for $25 sale. And it was this pair of misguided pale pink lace-up stacked heels in a size 5. She, I believe, sent me an offer on them for $12, which I accepted, so I made $9.05. Or maybe it was like a closet clear-out day, and I don't know. Regardless, she paid $12, I made $9.05. Those were sent to me in my ThreadUp shoe rescue box, and I'll link that video here. That's from a while ago. I have had these shoes for quite some time, and at first I didn't know what the brand was because it looks kind of like the Deathly Hallows symbol from Harry Potter as far as like the brand label is concerned. But it's not a Harry Potter reference. That's just how their label looks. So I have a picture of it there that I'll show you. So if you see that, it's misguided. And then on eBay, I had a sale. I sold my first pair of Allen Edmonds. These were the Arlington black leather tassel wingtip loafers in a size 7.5. These were a much smaller size. So I'm not surprised that I had them for like a few months, maybe like 3 to 4 months. And someone sent me an offer on them for $32. I had them pay for $8 of shipping, and I actually had to pay $8.23. This also was a global, like international purchase. So I went through the global shipping program, which I love. If you haven't signed up for the global shipping program yet, make sure that you do. It's kind of hard to like figure out how to do it. It's not very easy to figure it out. So I think there probably are some like YouTube tutorials and things like that, but definitely sign up for it if you're selling on eBay and you haven't already, because then you're able to sell to not only, all of the US, but to an international audience. And that's awesome. So I made $26.57 off of that sale. I did pick those up at a Goodwill for, I want to say like $5.99. So not bad, turning, $6 into 26. I am totally happy with that. I do have another pair of Allen Edmonds in my Poshmark closet and eBay store that I picked up at the bins, and I have had some action in terms of like likes and watchers and stuff, but no one has bit the bullet yet. I probably have them priced a little too high. I don't know, and they're also like a really, really narrow fit. So whatever. Allen Edmonds though is a great brand to look out for in men's feetwear, footwear, shoes. I don't know what you call it. Footwear, right? Yeah. So the next thing to sell was over on Mercari. This was my token Mercari sale of the week. I tend to have one a week. So for those of you who like to ask me, is Mercari worth it? Not really. Like, you'll see, I had one sale and it wasn't a very big one. So there are some of you who swear that Mercari is so good for you, and I don't get it. And I feel like I send out like promotions, is that what it's called? Or it's kind of like their version of sending out, offers to watchers or offers to likers. I do that, but I don't think I've ever once made a sale as a result of that. So I don't know what it is with me and Mercari. Mercari just doesn't like me very much. But I sold this new with tags loft white sheer 3/4 sleeve shirt. And this sold for $15. That was the offer sent to me. I do free shipping on Mercari on everything. So I paid for shipping on this via pirate ship, and it was $3.31 to ship out. It was super lightweight. So I ended up making $9.19. I continued to cross-list everything from Poshmark over to Mercari and eBay. And regardless, I make about $9.19 a week. So I don't know. On Tuesday, the 3rd of March, I had only a couple eBay sales, no Poshmark or Mercari. And the first was this Gap gray pullover sweater type thing with pockets, or like maybe it had like a kangaroo pocket on the front. I think that's what it was. This sold for $21.99. I believe that was my full asking price, which is kind of crazy for Gap. And I did have them pay for shipping, so I ended up making $18.48. Wow, that's crazy. Like, that was for Gap. So, Gap can do well. And again, like with store brands and mall brands, people know how it fits on them. And so, there are a lot of people who are super loyal to mall brands. If it's something that you can pick up at a really good price, I would definitely say, like, don't pass on it. That's, again, for me personally and for my business model, because sometimes you can make $22 on, a simple Gap pullover. Sometimes you make $4 on it. So it's a give and take, but that sale was a good one. The next thing to sell was this Joie Grecian faux wrap draped 100% silk blouse in a size extra small. Someone sent me an offer on for $30, which I happily accepted. And I had them pay for shipping. So I ended up making $26.80. This one I did pick up at the consignment store that I've been talking about a lot more recently since I discovered it. It's in like the same plaza as where my kids do gymnastics. And they were having a 50% off sale not a while ago, but like maybe a month and a half ago. And I picked this up at that time. I've since returned to that same consignment store because they put most of their store on 80% off clearance, but I went when it was 50% off first, and I got this at the 50% off price because it was still a really good price, and being able to make $26.80, that was really good. On Wednesday, I had a couple sales over on Poshmark. The first was another full price sale. This was like the week of full price sales. It was actually really wonderful. And it was the North Face green Ventrix hooded jacket in a size extra large. This was a men's jacket, and I had it listed for $60, which, according to the comps, that's about what it was selling for. I was kind of surprised though. Like, I thought that the comps would be higher, but they really weren't. So $60, and someone bought it at my full asking price. So I made $48 on that. That is actually something that's going to go towards supporting my students who are trying to go to nationals this summer for a theater conference. And so half of the amount that I made from that purchase is going to go to them. So that is amazing. So $24 to them and $24 to me. The next item to sell was, again, a full price sale, and I was so happy about this. Last summer was the first time I really started garage sailing with reselling in mind. I've always loved garage sales, but that was the first time I hit them hard and heavy with the intention of reselling things that, I found at garage sales. And I picked this vintage Marlboro, I don't know how to say that very well, Marlboro, like the cigarette company, logo red rolling duffel bag. This thing was huge, and I believe I bought it for $10 at a garage sale, and I bundled it with some other stuff, but this one I bought for $10, I specifically remember. And I've had it listed on Poshmark and eBay for a really long time, like since the garage sale last summer. And I had it priced really high at first. Comps are kind of all over the place, but I had it down to like $46 on Poshmark, and it finally sold at that full asking price of $46. So I made $36.80. Again, like it, it didn't sell for that much, I guess, and I did hold on to it for much longer than I would have liked, but that's still pretty good profit, $10 into $36, and it was a really cool piece. So I'm okay with like sitting on cool pieces like that. Just last week, someone was like, I'll give you $25 for it, and I was like, no, like if you can come up to like 35 or something, but I'm glad, I didn't take that really lowball offer of 25 because instead I was able to sell it for 46. So that was really cool. On Thursday, March 5th, I had a couple sales on Poshmark and eBay. So the first thing to sell on Poshmark, I think again, was a full price sale. Maybe not. Maybe this was an offer. I don't know. But it was this pair of Columbia Madruga Peak Gore-Tex hiking boots in a size 6.5. This I showed in this haul right here where I spent 5.5 hours at the Salvation Army. And these sold for $30. So I made $24. Maybe they sent me an offer. I think that's what happened. They sent me a $30 offer, which I was more than happy with. And then the next thing to sell was the Silence and Noise knit zip up cardigan in a size small. Silence and Noise is an Urban Outfitters brand. I don't pick up a lot of Urban Outfitters just because the resale value isn't super high, but I thought this was really cool, and I feel like grandpa sweaters are really in. Someone sent me an offer on it for $18, which I accepted, so I made $14.40. I have had this for quite some time. I picked it up at a pop-up consignment sale that happens once a year, twice a year. It happens once a year. And so this is from like almost a year ago. So I've definitely, held on to this, but I thought it was pretty cool, and now it's gone. The next thing to sell, I don't know why I picked this up. I've never heard of this brand, and I've never like run across it again, but the brand is GS115, and it was this pair of boys embroidered jeans in a size 4T. T stands for toddler. I picked these up at a Salvation Army maybe like a year and a half ago, and I picked them up because I just thought they were really cute. Children's clothes, honestly, are a pretty hard sell to begin with, especially on platforms like Poshmark. I have recently heard of a new app. It's not like a new app, but new to me platform called Kitizen. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any experience with Kitizen. I've been seeing a lot more people talk about Kitizen in a very positive way. People are making some really great sales over there, and they're selling kids stuff for like the same amount that people are selling adult stuff. So I feel like maybe I need to try out that platform. I did recently just try listing some stuff to Tradesy after hearing Mogi Beth talk about Tradesy in one of her recent videos. But I haven't had any bites over there yet. So I feel like, also adding Kitizen into the mix, that's kind of a lot, but we'll see. Maybe your comments will sway me in one direction or another. But these sold for $8. Someone sent me an offer, and I hit that accept button so fast because I just needed these out of my life. So I made $5.05 off of that, which probably means I just about broke even, or maybe I made like $1 or $2 off of them when all is said and done. Not the kind of sales I'm trying to be making here, but that's the way the cookie crumbled, and at least they're gone and off to a new home. And then over on eBay, I sold this Athleta Gray Half Moon soft, I guess it was soft, sweatshirt muscle tee shirt in a size extra small. This someone sent me an offer on for $15. They paid for shipping, and I made $14.15 off of that sale. I think I picked that up at a Goodwill not that long ago, or maybe this was given to me for free. I think this was given to me actually for free by a friend at church. She gave me like all this stuff, and a lot of it was athletic wear, and it was all like extra small or small in that size range. And it was a lot of like Athleta, some Lululemon, and then even like Old Navy, New Balance, that kind of stuff. So I've slowly been selling through a lot of that, which has been great. And then on Friday the 6th, I had a few Poshmark sales as well as eBay sales. The first was this pair of American Eagle Extreme Flex Slim Straight Chinos in a size 32. They were black. They were just, pretty basic, like nice pants that most people need in their lives for things like, work or maybe for job interviews, things like that. So someone sent me an offer on these for $16. That's not true. He sent me a pretty low offer at first. I want to say like $8 or like $10 or something. So we kind of countered back and forth for like a day. And then finally I sent him an offer for $16 and he accepted. So I made $12.80 off of those. I don't know where I got those, probably at like a local Goodwill or something. And they have been in my closet for like half a year. The next thing to sell was this Under Armour raglan sleeve shirt in a size youth large. This was given to me by the same friend that I just talked about, who gave me a ton of like, random clothes as well as athletic gear. And this sold via the closet clear out method that I like to use. So I told her I could drop the price to $12 and she would get discounted shipping from Poshmark. And she was like, yep, I'll do that. So I made $9.05 off of that sale, which is pure profit because I didn't pick that up on my own. The last thing to sell on Poshmark on Friday was this Countess Mara purple Swiss dot 100% silk tie. I have no idea where this came from. Like, I have a feeling my mother-in-law brought like a bunch of random ties to my house one time when she came to visit. I even asked my husband, like when I pulled it to, start packaging it up, I was like, do you know where this came from? Like, this is not yours, right? And he's like, no, I have no idea where that's from. So things just like show up in my house. It's a mystery to everyone how they get there. But this sold for $14 and that was my full asking price, was $14. So I made $11.05 off of that. So random. The next thing over on eBay, I did have another full price sale. Like, this was literally the week of full price sales. So I was so happy. And it was this new with tags Kendall and Kylie striped off the shoulder crop top in a size large. This is from Pacific Sunwear, and I got it at the Plato's Closet 90% off clearance sale. So I probably have like $1.50 into this or something. It sold for my full asking price of $21.99. They paid for shipping and I made $19.82 off of that. I think another interesting thing about this week's sales is that I don't think any of my eBay sales sold as a result of promoted listings. I do have all of my eBay listings promoted at 1%, but none of my eBay sales were actually promoted. So usually, some are, and so I found that pretty interesting. So yeah, that was a great sale, turning, less than $2 into $19. Love it. And then on Saturday the 7th, I sold this vintage New York Bird Society graphic t-shirt in a size medium. I recently got a lot of clothes from a male friend of mine at church. He just had a bunch of stuff that he was trying to get rid of. So we came up with like a price that he felt comfortable with and I felt comfortable with as far as, how much I would buy all of this clothes off of him for. And there was a lot of like vintage stuff in there, stuff from like the 90s. This being one of them. Like, my husband still remembers him wearing this shirt in the 90s. So someone sent me an offer on it for $15, which I accepted. I think I had it listed for like 18 or maybe even 24. But, sometimes vintage stuff is a hard sell, especially if it's not like vintage Tommy Hilfiger or something. And this was vintage, like it was single stitch, but it also had some wear on it that isn't like ideal. It had like a faded collar and like there was, it was like screen printed, but on the back, like part of the screen print, whatever you call it, like it was like coming off of, or it had come off of one of the numbers on the back, something like that. So, there were some issues. So $15, I was like, yes. I like shipped that out, I think the day that it sold, but the person who bought it later messaged me and was like, can you cancel this order? And I was like, I can't, like it already was shipped out. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, why do you want to return it? And she was like, I just don't think it's like true vintage. And I was like, well, it is true vintage. Like, it's from the 90s. It's not from 1975, which is what it says on the shirt. And I think that that's what she was thinking, was that it was from like the 70s, which I'm fairly certain it's not from the 70s. I guess, like, who knows, but I think it's from the 90s. But yeah, so she was like, it's fine. Like, I'll just keep it. So that's what happened with that shirt. But, it's still a cool shirt and a cool piece of history. So I hope that she does enjoy it. And then on eBay, I sold another one of his items. This was not as good of a sale. And it was like vintage, although I didn't write vintage in the title because I couldn't be sure because there's no like date or anything. But it was this pair of Old Navy gray drawstring sweat shorts in a size large. And these I had put out to auction because they're just a pair of shorts from Old Navy. And they sold for $4. And I did have them pay for shipping. So I ended up making $3.42 off of those shorts. So, I'm making a killing off of this guy so far. On Sunday, the 8th, I had a sale actually from Keto. I feel like last week was the very first What Sold video where I didn't sell an item of Keto. So this was really exciting to get back to selling some of her stuff. But, and if you don't know who Keto is, I guess you're just going to have to watch all of my prior What Sold videos to see who she is and learn about the awesomeness that is Keto. Anyway, The item to sell was this loft floral print cold shoulder dress in a size large. It was like a midi dress, and this I did sell via my closet clear out method, and it sold to a viewer named Tommy. So Tommy, thank you so much. And this sold for $18, which gave me a profit of $14.40. She did reach out and let me know that in my description, I had said that the dress was black and pink. Yeah, I think that's what I had said. And she was like, it's really more navy and pink. I just wanted to let you know, like, it's still a beautiful dress and it fits really nicely. Just wanted to let you know, that the description was maybe a little bit misleading. I don't know about you guys. I have a really hard time with black and navy. Like, I don't know if I'm literally going colorblind but sometimes it's just so hard to tell given whatever lighting you have at that moment, if something is really, really, really dark navy or if something is black. And I think when I was, photographing the dress and listing it, I thought it was black, but she was saying it was navy. So I just have such a hard time with that. And maybe that's something I need to start noting in my descriptions. Like, I interpret this color as being black, but it could be a dark navy. Maybe it would be safe to put stuff like that in the description. Let me know if you do anything like that. I don't know, but I'm glad that she still liked the dress. So Tommy, thanks again. And then the next thing to sell also went to a viewer. So June, thank you so much. I really appreciate not just your purchase, but your kind words as well. And she got this New With Tags oversized floral festival kimono. This kimono is another one of my boutique items that I get wholesale. And I did sell this to June using my closet clear out method as well. And it sold to her for $26, which left me with a profit of $20.80. The next thing to sell on Sunday was this New With Tags vegan leather convertible bag. This is something that has been selling through pretty well recently. It is like this bag that you can wear over the shoulder as like a pretty big crossbody bag, or you can wear it as a backpack. So that's why it's convertible. This is another one of my boutique items that I got wholesale. And this actually sold at my full asking price of $58. Like someone just came out and bought it, which I was super excited about. And that left me with a profit of $46.40. I think I only have one of those left now in black, and then I have one left in brown. So if you are in the market for a convertible backpack crossbody bag, I've got it, and I don't have very many left. So definitely visit my Poshmark closet. And if you ever wanted to visit my Poshmark closet just to get an idea of what kinds of items I'm carrying, or to see what my pictures look like, or just to do some shopping, then I always have my Poshmark closet and eBay store linked down below in the description. So that's where you can find that. The next thing to sell on the 8th was this Kate Spade Saturday, which is her diffusion line. It's not quite as high end as Kate Spade. And it was this pair of high-rise scuba shorts in a size 10. This was actually something that Courtney sent me in the Swap Box collaboration video that we did in December. And I have sold through like the majority of the stuff that she sent me. So she's good at what she does. Like she's a good bins picker. And, I've made some good money off of those items. And it's really funny because in her last What Sold video, she just sold an item that I sent her in an auction box that she won from me because she was helping support my kiddos. So Courtney, thank you so much again. But yeah, so these pair of shorts sold for $24 using my closet clear out method. It was a good day for my closet clear out method. And I made $19.20 off of those shorts. So that was really awesome. And the way that sale went down was, I think I had those shorts listed at like $34 or something like that. And so I sent the buyer a message saying, hey, I can lower the price of these shorts to, I think I said like $28 and you'll get discounted shipping. Are you interested? And she's like, if you do 24, I would be interested. So I was like, okay, let's do that. So that's why I sold them to her for $24. And then the very last thing to sell this week was from Talbot's. It was an eBay sale, and it was this green boat neck, really super lightweight, almost sheer shirt in a size medium. I sent it out to auction on eBay, and it got a bid of $2.99. I had them pay for shipping, and I actually ended up making $3.08. So those were all of my sales. That is something that I picked up at a Salvation Army a long time ago because I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm so glad that that's gone because it was one of the oldest items in my Poshmark closet. I, cross-listed it over to eBay. I knew better than to try to like set a price on it. And I just sent it out to auction. I just wanted to get rid of it. I'd already taken the time to take the pictures and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm going to sell this and I don't care for how much. So I probably did end up making my money back, which is great. But, oh, good riddance. It is gone. So here are my stats for the week. On Poshmark, I sold a total of 15 items for $303. On eBay, I only sold 7 items, and that was for a total of $112.12. On Mercari, I sold my 1 item for $9.19, and that gave me a total of 23 items sold for $424.51, which is like really awesome for me. Like, that makes me really happy. I feel like an average week of sales for me as a part-time reseller, I make anywhere between like $250 to $400. So getting anything over 400, like, that makes me really happy. And it didn't feel like I was selling that much, but I think I just had a lot of larger sales. And like I said, I had a lot more full price sales, which was both surprising and super exciting and fun. Like, I'm all about that. How it broke down was I sold a total of 13 women's pieces, 8 men's pieces, and 2 children's pieces. And of those women's pieces, 4 of them were boutique items. So that is kind of unique too, that like I would have sold so many men's pieces, and even to sell 2 children's pieces, I don't have a lot of children's pieces in my Poshmark closet or eBay store. So, you know, that's a pretty big percentage actually of the children's pieces that I have. So that was really nice too, to move some of that stuff out. And it was a pretty solid week for me. I'd love to hear how your week has been. I will be honest, the week that we are currently in, I'm filming this on a Thursday. So the week that we're currently in has been pretty stinky. I'm hoping for an amazing weekend. I'll probably go and put my eBay store on some sort of sale, nothing like too crazy, but just to kind of get some more action in my eBay store. But it's been pretty slow. And I'm wondering if, you know, the events that are happening in our nation and really worldwide, I'm wondering if they have any sort of effect on sales. At first, I thought maybe they wouldn't, because this is the safest way to shop right now, is online, right? But also it's like, if you can't leave your house and stuff, as you know, is the case for many people, what do you need new clothes for, you know? So it's kind of crazy. So definitely be careful and be safe out there. It's getting kind of scary. So that's all I have for this week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. The next thing to sell, again, it was a full price, and but none of my eBay